This episode of Indie Mogul is brought to you by The Final Destination. Get ready for the ultimate 3D trip on August 28th.
Indie Mogul.
This weekend there was a box office invasion as fan buzz propelled District 9 way past the other 4 new releases. How ferocious was the frenzy? Let's find out with some movie math. Peter Jackson might very well be the new Steven Spielberg as the cinematic dawn guided District 9 to the #1 spot. Taking in $37 million, District 9 held up over the 3 days surprisingly well instead of heavily relying on the initial Friday rush as so many other movies have this summer. District 9 is the 12th biggest August opening ever, and while that's not a particularly sexy number, it's not bad considering most of the movies above it are sequels. At this point, I'd usually discuss the director and actor's box office track records, but these guys are all new, and it's one hell of a debut. Of course, Peter Jackson's not new, but his Lord of the Rings numbers make everything look bad. We'll have to wait and see if word of mouth will propel this intellectual sci-fi movie past $100 million, but it's already surpassed its $30 million budget, so a sequel is all but guaranteed. And good thing, as everyone loves this movie. I asked you to rate it on a 1 to 10, and you gave it a 9, half a point higher than the 8.5 audiences gave on Friday's episode of Beyond the Trailer. And now for the one-sentence review challenge results. Here's the top 5, and all summer long, #1 will be getting a free pair of AMC movie tickets. 5th place goes to Zuzu2195, who says, "This was a completely new movie experience for me. I was never bored once and was fascinated by the whole plot of the movie." 4th place, Tom Chattelbash, also gushes about the movie, adding, "District 9 is not only a beautifully crafted, action-packed, and heartbreaking film from beginning to end, but a piece of filmmaking that can give such sci-fi classics like E.T. and Alien a run for their money and come out on top." And in 3rd place, McNuggets 1992 puts it a little more succinctly with, "Best sci-fi film ever." Runner-up Dennis Kuhl puts it in perspective with, "It's movies like this that give me hope for Hollywood." And the winner of the free pair of AMC movie tickets is Varel, who says, "This is one of those rare movies that comes along once in a blue moon, uniquely told with a compelling story. It is truly something original, and therein lies the magic of District 9. If those aliens do come back to Earth with reinforcements, they'll have a formidable foe in G.I. Joe. This international military unit may have lost 59% of its ground from last weekend, but it still came in at #2 with $22.5 million. That makes for a total of $98 million in just 2 weekends, and the second most successful toy-based franchise of all time, right after Transformers. And last weekend I joked that Battleship will be next to hit the big screen, but I guess the joke's on me as Universal Studios is prepping the movie as we speak." And appearing in 3rd place is The Time Traveler's Wife, opening with $19 million. That's on par with Rachel McAdams' other box office numbers, as she usually debuts in the teens. However, her movies usually peak in the 40 to 50 range, the only exception being The Notebook's $81 million total haul. Will The Time Traveler's Wife be able to mirror the box office performance of the movie it strives to be? If it does, it certainly won't be thanks to Eric Bana, who hasn't starred in a hit movie since 2004's Troy. Yeah, he had like 2 scenes in Star Trek. Doesn't count. Elsewhere in the box office, Vanessa Hudgens' career seems to be falling off as fast as her clothes. Even with the promise of an exclusive trailer for Twilight New Moon, Summit Entertainment couldn't lure their target demographic into theaters as this teen flick debuted at number 13 with just $2.2 million. Looks like Vanessa Hudgens better drop the attitude, as this proves people are only paying attention to her when she's standing next to Zac Efron. Also mortified this weekend were Judd Apatow and Adam Sandler, as Funny People dropped another 62% to number 11 with just $3 million. Funny People is now up to $47 million and doesn't have much road left to run. Another box office disappointment was Ponyo, which opened semi-wide in 927 theaters, bringing in $3.5 million. Overseas, it has made $183 million. Little bit of a discrepancy there. And oh yeah, the goods. It may have lived hard, but it didn't sell hard, as the Jeremy Piven Star opened at number 6 with $5.3 million. I saw District 9 this weekend, and I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Premonitions, visions, signs.
We're all gonna die, all right? It's gonna be a crash.
You saw it before it actually happened.
On August 28th.
I saw clues as to how the next person was gonna die.
What do you mean, the next person?
Get ready
I think we can stop it.
for the ultimate 3-day trip.
Look out!
The Final Destination. Rated R. Take the trip in 3D to the in select theaters.
This weekend I saw District 9, and even though I'd heard quite a lot about it through Making Beyond the trailer, I was still very surprised by what unfolded on screen. If CNN or PBS decided to make an action movie, I think this would be it. And if that doesn't sound compelling to you, you will not like this movie. My friend fell asleep during the first 30 minutes, which is done in documentary style. I suspect a lot of people will fall asleep during those first 30 minutes, but hopefully they'll wake up for the last 3/4 of the movie, which is more of a traditional action film. Me, I love the movie. Hats off to the incredible creative team of Peter Jackson, Neil Blomkamp, and Charlton Copley. These three guys took $30 million and made a movie that stands shoulder to shoulder with Hollywood's ridiculously expensive behemoths. And I say shoulder to shoulder because Hollywood does make some very good movies. Where District 9 is different is that it's incredibly sophisticated. It really made me think long after the movie was over. Hollywood always depicts aliens as a higher life form that have much to teach us, but I think District 9 is scarily more realistic. Basically, these aliens are refugees and we have to deal with them like we would human refugees. And it's really amazing how far special effects have come, as the aliens are totally CGI, yet are as believable as their human counterparts. It's so nice to see aliens depicted as, well, alien instead of as human actors in silly suits. The aliens were a little hard to look at, but darn it if that child alien wasn't adorable. Weird. I wouldn't say this movie is as good as The Dark Knight because entertainment-wise, I think it was missing an element of excitement. I was deeply fascinated throughout the entire movie, but at no point did I feel this was a world I wanted to be a part of. Quite the opposite, in fact, because in 3 years, when those aliens come back with fuel for their weapons, they are going to destroy us. No contest. Thanks a lot, MNU. As always, thanks for watching Movie Math, and I'll see you on Friday when Beyond the Trailer covers Inglourious Bastards and shorts. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some Movie Math.
Subscribe, comment, rate it.